Okay, here I am in Olathe. I've already started loading this up. I found these 12-foot old deck boards that are pretty darn solid on Facebook Marketplace. We'll take these home, see if we can't convert it over. I'm not gonna take that, but this was free of charge, just sitting on the side of the road, so I think we shall. I kind of repurpose stuff like this. I'm okay with standing on the side of the road digging in somebody else's trash. I'm okay with that because I can repurpose it for a lot cheaper than it would cost to go and get these boards and weather them and turn it into something great. If I sound like I'm out of breath, I am, because it's hot, humid, and this stuff is pretty nasty. All right, let's go see what we can do with it. What do you think, Jesse, from right there? Or would you want me to move it? This is too far out here, right?
Yeah, that's too far.
Because that one and the next one is like way over here. So.
No, right there.
Or should I move the whole bracket over more? Do I need to move? Okay guys, let's give you some perspective of where we're working. We rarely ever work in the front yard, right? We're always working on the stuff in the backyard, but here's the property. We're gonna kind of use that tree to block the address, but we're going to head straight back there. That's where all that fun and magic happen. If you're into fairy tales and hobbits and all that stuff, then you found the right place, because that's what we're working on. If you could imagine, you can hardly see anything from here, but if you do, you can kind of see that door back there, and I think that draws some interest from the sidewalk in the street, but you can't hardly see it. Maybe in fall, maybe a little bit when things start to go dormant, but for the most part, we have all this stuff hidden. We're not part of an HOA, but we pretend like we are sometimes so that we don't do anything that would, you know, draw some anger from our neighbors. But how charming is this little piece back here? If you see these little red flags here, we just had our yard aerated, and so we marked our sprinkler system. But if you can imagine, we're going to do something, a repeat of a moon gate, so to speak, here, and really draw your attention back here. I think this is going to be a great opportunity next May when we have our garden tour to really open this up, and there'll be a lot of people in here that can take pictures if this is your jam, as I said before. But how charming is this? It's not complete, obviously. We are just I told my wife I kind of need to put a video out there, because we got, you know, something like 10,000 new followers this season, and a lot of you jumped on the bandwagon when we put out the little Fairytale Hobbit home back there with the purple door, and then when we you know, made that chicken coop and really got after that. A lot of inspiration was drawn from that, and some people just that's their jam sometimes. And so here we are with another Hobbit home, and that's going to be kind of the theme going forward in this landscape. We're just going to try to create as much fairy tale and really move past just gardening. And I don't know why, but it just makes me happy, right? So obviously we own the property, so we want to do what makes us happy, and so sharing this will hopefully make you guys give some people some inspiration and or a chuckle or two to imagine this is in people's yards. But yeah, so right here, this is nothing more than a prop. It's empty space behind. If you watch the video as we proceeded to you know, put this together, you can tell that it's nothing more than just a prop. It's just a facade, and that's really just to kind of draw me back here. And when I'm, you know, doing so much with the landscape back here, if you recall this piece of stump here, this driftwood, I found at a lake, a local lake, and brought it back here and added it to the garden space. And that was the same time we put these rocks in here and really started planting up all these trees and shrubs around here. Now I will go through, not today, but I will be going through here and naming all these trees, because I know inevitably somebody's gonna be like, what's that purple berry? So we'll be coming through here and we'll be adding names on the next video, I think, hopefully, because I'm wanting to plant in a bunch of bulbs. Kind of want something vertical right here, just to kind of give me just a little bit more privacy from the neighbors right through that little gap. But it doesn't need to be. We'll see. I got to look at it, because I do still want the sun to be able to get back here. And if you're asking, this side of the house is facing the west. That means the west sun in the evening is beating down on the home right there, so this space right here really heats up. However, we do have a bunch of trees and canopies that are above us, so it really blocks and allows a lot of these hostas and azaleas and rhododendron to grow back here. But the real focal point today is this little charm here. I absolutely love it. I love what we've done here. You saw that I gathered that free lumber in the beginning of the video. I just happened to see it on Facebook Marketplace and ran out to get it. This garden is as much as an accident as I am to this channel. Like, we're just kind of just going through the flow of things. I don't have any knowledge in a lot of things, and I just kind of shoot from the hip. These pieces of wood right here, that's just from a gas station. We just went ahead and collected, and it's for firewood, and I just thought, well, how charming would it be to put it up there and make it look like it's an old world type fill back here. So next May, when we have our garden tour, it's just going to be a lot of fun for people to come back here with their grandchildren or their children or themselves and just kind of take a look and take picture opportunities and whatnot. The vine that's on there will get chewed up for this, but it's trumpet vine, and rather than fighting, we pull trumpet vine, it feels like every day, all day. And that's because when we moved into this neighborhood, it's plentiful. Everybody has it. It's just like honeysuckle. Everyone has it, and it just continues to find its way throughout the neighborhood. And instead of fighting it every single day, I take the opportunity to use it in a couple spots. But we pull it off the house. We pull it off of everything that there is. And so this piece was growing in there, and I thought, why not just throw it over the top? I love the hummingbirds and stuff, and they really get after it. And plus, it's starting to already look like, you know, that it's starting to overcome that shed right there. So, or not shed, but Hobbit home. If you're wondering why I'm using such bright colors, if you recall the things that we've done in the backyard, yellow doors, purple doors, lime green doors, that's an inspiration that I gathered from the coasts. When we travel, whether we go on a cruise or we fly in somewhere and rent a vehicle and drive the coast, and all those bright pastel colors that people get to paint their homes and whatnot, I absolutely fall in love with that, and so I'm bringing that back. Obviously, I would never paint my home like that, just because we would stand out like a sore thumb here in the Midwest. That's not a typical color. Any colors, like, you wouldn't see pastels on a home, but more earth tone around our neighborhood or our communities. But however, I can still bring a little bit of vacation home with me, and that's how I get to dot it in. So with that little lamp there off to the side, the little yellow one, I think it's a charming little piece, and it kind of stands out. So there's a few more things I'm going to do to it, just like, this piece right here. If I didn't say it already, but it is supposed to be the outhouse to the little individual who lives there. So we'll eventually get it all taken care of. I'm going to get a handle on there, and then a outhouse is good if you have a little half moon, for some light to get in and out. So we'll do something with that, and we'll just continue to kind of go off of this theme and carry it throughout the garden. It's a little bit different. I get it. It's a little bit whimsical, a little bit nuts probably, but it's absolutely who I am and what we're doing here. And so my wife just kind of like, maybe throws her shoulders up and says, go for it, or whatever it is that you want to do. And sometimes she didn't even know until she walks outside. So yeah, we'll come back here on the next video and we'll name all these plants. There's a lot of pretty hostas and some Japanese maple and some good things going on in this part. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little piece, and just know I'm not going away. We just don't do this videotaping all the time. So thank you guys for staying put and waiting on me. Thanks for the private messages. Thanks for still following me on the Instagram. That's still continuing to grow. And if you're new to the channel or just passing by, hey, hit the like, hit the share. Just continue to bear with me, and we'll just continue to push the envelope on this gardening thing we're doing here in good old Gardner, Kansas. So thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon, and enjoy the rest of your fall. Bye-bye now.